What is up, people of the internet? This is ARealLiveGinger back with you for some more Dragoon. Haven't recorded in a while, but as I remember, we are picking up. This is basically, we have exited the desert. That's the beginning of Disc 4, and we're actually getting into some meaningful stuff now. Yeah. It'd be pretty cool. Even if an adventurer is lucky enough to make it through the Death Frontier, nobody can proceed from here. Time was stopped for me 11,000 years ago with the spell of this choker. And this is the only way to see Ulara, the spring breath town. But where is it? The only thing here is an endless desert. No, it's not, Hashel. I sense it. I sense people's feelings. Over there. Go, Rose! Do your thing! Wow, it's pretty cool. We can fly over there with this. Are you afraid? I think you are. Maybe. We are standing by you. I know. Let's go. Wingly fly! Yay for magics! Welcome to Ulara, the spring breath town. I am the guard of the teleporting device, Charon. I am a good friend of Rose's. Long time no see. Long time? Rose, you are starting to regain a sense of time, aren't you? No, not only that, you have recovered a lot of other things too. Are you the person who stopped time for Rose? No, it was Charl Frama. She is the person we have to meet now. Charle? I don't know. Rose has been carrying the fate of the world all alone while shedding tears of blood. Can you go with Rose? Charon, stop it. I don't need to force them. I've already settled things with the Black Monster. The only thing left is that I have to complete this journey with my companions. If you understand that, I have nothing to say. Alright. We're actually in a safe place for the first time in a while. So, yeah. I think there's a couple of Stardust that hide around here too. It's been a while since the last time I saw a human other than Rose. It's been 11,000 years and some years. Or 11,000 and some years. So let's go over here. I think it's in the fountain, wherever the fountain is, if I remember. Cool. Here we go. Somewhere around here. Oh, that's right. There's cool plants. Miata, where is Charlet? I'm going to call it Charlet because Charl doesn't sound quite right for a girl. You're wondering because she would normally be taking care of these babies, right? Charlet is preparing herself because, well, the things we didn't tell you about, right? Zieg told you them, so it must be about the moon signet. Tell me what you know. The signet is the signet sphere. The signet sphere is a sealing device that was created to be the last barrier, just in case the Moonchild reached the moon that never sets. Even my mistake was in your plan. You are really scary people. Even more scary than Zieg. He is trying to destroy the signet sphere, using the divine moon objects. Wait a minute. You made the signet sphere just because you were afraid of the birth of the god of destruction. And why did you make tools that can destroy the signet? Ask Charlet. It was decided between the siblings. I will. Da-da-da. I want to I'm pretty sure there's... In the mouth of... There we go. There it is. I knew there was a Stardust there somewhere. You have anything interesting? Young Wingly man, you guys were meant to come to this city. Humans, Gigantos, and one of us, a Wingly. I would like to tell you something. It wasn't only Winglies that wanted the Dragon campaign. However, it is true that Winglies and humans drove themselves to war. If you have time, let me tell you a story about the two Winglies who were the leaders. I'd like to know. The first is Melbu Frama. He was the leader of the Winglies during the Dragon campaign. He was also the younger brother of Charlet. Being the leader of the Winglies meant being the ruler of the world. He professed that only Winglies had the right to live, and he ruled over other species, physically and mentally. As a result, the grievances of the other species accumulated, and the Dragon campaign began. The war ended when the royal capital, Kadessa, was annihilated, and at the same time, Melbu Frama was killed by the sword of the Dragoon, Zieg. Interesting. The other man who led the Winglies was Faust. As the right-hand man of Melbu Frama, he was feared by other Winglies. He also was known as a wizard and a magician. His magic power was incredibly enormous. He could even create his own apparition, his double. The apparition had most of the capabilities of Faust himself. However, Melbu felt uneasy over the existence of the apparition, so he created something. What Faust did was like professing an intention towards disloyalty. It is natural that he didn't like it. It was called the Vanishing Stone. With that item, it is said that you can make the apparition disappear, although I don't know if it is true or not. Let's get back to the story. Faust was the commander of the super mobile fort, Flanville, as well. Now, Flanville is at the bottom of the glacier. However, it used to be floating in the sky in order to protect the 5 main cities that also floated in the sky. Faust manipulated Flanville and killed any other species. However, the insanity of Faust ended with the collapse of Flanville. It was shot down by a weapon invented by humans, the spear shooter. Very inventive name there. His beloved vehicle became his tomb. He should be satisfied with that. That is the end of my story. If you want to listen to it again, come back anytime. I'm more than willing to tell you. Lots of cool information there. So, yeah. Just an FYI, Faust is a boss you can only face after you beat the last boss of the game. So, yeah. Oh, Rosie, darling, I've been waiting for you. This is the sister of the former ruler of the world. Why are you slowing down? I don't need your greetings. You know what I want to ask you. Oh, you are scary. But before that, can you introduce me to the son of dear Ziggy? Oh my god, that is hilarious. This is Dot. Doesn't he look just like our Ziggy? She's like an old grandma. But Rosie, honey, it's complicated. You have to fight with the son of someone who used to be your significant other. And furthermore, the enemy is the significant other. Do you want me to give you a knuckle sandwich? Sorry, honey. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. Why are you doing this? But I'm really concerned. So I'm intentionally making it happy and delightful, so that you won't be depressed. Rosie, sweetheart. You have never changed. Charlet, if you know, please tell us. Where should we head to? Really? You have the same eyes as Ziggy. Hurry up. I know. I've been waiting for you in order to tell you everything. Now, what would you like me to tell you? Talk to me about the Signet Sphere first. Ziggy is trying to break the signet of the moon that never sets with the magic power of the divine moon objects. That signet is the Signet Sphere. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about this. I have to apologize. I missed the Moonchild, Shauna. But you still have time. The signet of the moon that never sets is not broken yet. Where are the remaining signets? In the past, they were placed in 5 cities, but there are only 3 left. That's why they needed the same number of divine moon objects. What happened to the other 2? One was destroyed in the royal capital Cadessa during the Dragon campaign, and the other was lost when the Divine Dragon assaulted the Crystal Palace. Does this mean, without the Divine Moon objects, the Signet Sphere can be destroyed? The Divine Moon objects are just tools that conceal vast amounts of magic power, that's all. So in order to destroy the Signet Sphere, having the same amount of magic power as the Divine Moon objects is sufficient. My dad knew about this, and made Lloyd collect them. Oh, this is unbearably slow! It doesn't seem like him, and it's so indirect. Plus, something is strange. I wonder how Ziggy knows about the Signet Sphere. Not only that, he knew that Shauna is the Moonchild. The moon that never sets. Oh my freaking gosh. It's the 108th fruit that the divine tree dropped. It was conceived with the god of destruction that ends the world. That's why we separated it into its soul and flesh and sealed them away. My baby brother Melbu sealed the soul, which was the source of the magic power, in the crystal sphere. But, when he fought with Ziggy, it was broken. Then the soul escaped from the crystal sphere and started to transmigrate into a human body. Since then, it has been called the Moonchild. What is left in the sky is the moon that never sets. When the Moonchild goes back to the moon that never sets, the Virage embryo, the god of destruction, will be born. So we needed our Rosie to take on an important task. Please understand her. My father. Dun dun dun! It's Darth Vader! You are concerned, aren't you? Why does he have to destroy the world? Sorry, but that is the one thing that I don't understand. But he was unmistakably Zeke. Ziggy was the fiancé of Rosie. They crossed swords, both swords and love. Just looking at them made me feel embarrassed. Stop right there. I want to talk alone with Zeke about our memories. I agree. Why make items to break the signet? The important question! That's right. If you were not planning to allow the Virage embryo to be born, you wouldn't need them. I didn't want to, but my baby brother Melbu insisted. That is not an explanation, Charlet. Oh, you are so uptight. But okay, I'll explain it to you. I told you that we sealed the soul of the Virage embryo in the crystal sphere, right? It is in order to draw lots of magical power and rule over other creatures. I wanted to make him stop being a dictator, because even though we have different appearances or capabilities, we are the same. We should be able to live together on good terms. That's why I created the Signet Sphere, in order to weaken the magic power of the Crystal Sphere. Rose, without telling you that. The 5 signets that protect the moon that never sets restrain the magic power that flows from there. My operation was a big success, I thought. But Melbu found out about it and created the divine moon objects. I guess he was prepared so that he could destroy the signets anytime he wanted to. I get it. Lots of sibling politics. Where are the rest of the signets? That's good information. That's right. That is the most important information for you, isn't it? Because Ziggy has the divine moon objects, and he can break the signets anytime. Listen carefully. The rest of the 3 signet spheres are located in the ancient cities. The names of the cities are the Magical City Aglis, the Law City Zenebatos, and Death City Mayfill. Those cities are still alive? It's surprising, isn't it? Of course, they were badly damaged during the war. How do we get there? Go to Rogue. Then your way will be opened. You said Rogue? It's my hometown. See? It is already open, isn't it? Well, it'll be night soon. Why don't you go look around until tomorrow morning? Can I get out of that room so it stops fucking glitching? What's my time at? Alright, that was enough information. Oh, darling, are you going outside? Everybody left a little while ago. Alright, let's get out of this room. And I'm gonna call it here. We've gotten a lot of good information here about the everything that happened 11,000 years ago in the timeline. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I feel great getting back to recording again. It's summertime, so I'm going to be recording quite a bit. I'm going to be trying to do things that are out of the ordinary that I haven't done before, so that, you know, add a little bit of variety, you know what I mean? Jelly bean. Anyway, if you did, by some off chance, enjoy this video, you watch YouTube, I'm sure. If you're watching this, there's buttons you can hit down below to you can click on my channel and you go see more of what I've done in the past. And yeah, so have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in, whatever part of the globe you're at, and I will see you peoples of the internets later. Bye bye now.